Man, what's good, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Whew. If you're wondering why I'm in the fucking shade right now, just know it is very, very hot. It's hot. It's like 107. And this fucking path that I decided to go on doesn't have any fucking shade. So this small ass tree right here is working wonders on me right now. Anyway, look, today I want to talk about something that I find very interesting. Not interesting, but that I've noticed, I guess you could say, right? So, one thing I've noticed is how unfair it can be when someone gets hurt by another person. And this is what I mean. There are some people out there who know only to be selfish and who really understand how to look after themselves and their wants and needs. And there are some people who don't know how to do that and are actually the opposite. They only know how to look after someone else, but they don't understand how to take care of themselves as well. And so I've been thinking, like, it's unfair how, someone comes in your life, right? Now, this is not specific to any said person in my life or me. If you want it to be, just paint me to be the asshole, because that's probably what it's more relatable to. But anyways, listen, so, you come in, there's someone that comes into your life, and said person hurts you, right? They hurt you, and then you guys decide to split up. And by hurt you, you know what I mean, like cheat on you, they lie to you, whatever, the list goes on. And they leave your life. It's fucked up because they leave you with this funk, right? They leave you with this funk, and they're out of your life, and they kind of just say, all right, boom, that's yours to deal with. You're responsible for that now. You're responsible for the pain and the suffering that said person caused you. And that's fucked up, because it's not like, first of all, it's not like, say that person doesn't care, right? The person that hurt you or whatever. Say this person doesn't care at all. It's fucked up because, and it's unfair because they're going to leave your life and they're going to be happy. They're going to continue to grow and continue to move on with their life, while you, said person who was hurt from that person, has to deal with the pain, the suffering, and everything that comes with their fuck up. That is very unfair to me. So my message to people is, like I said, there's two people. Hold on. So my message is, to those people who don't really know how to be themselves, and how it's so unfair that, you can put so much time and invest so much faith and effort into one person. Just know that is unfair to you, first of all, because you might be putting all this time and effort and love and appreciation, whatever, into this person, but they might not be even reciprocating it. And B, you leave no room for yourself. And that's what I'm talking about. You getting so invested with someone else, you always rely on them to kind of pick you up, and then once they hurt you, you feel like you got no one. So that's fucked up. So really, my point is to look after yourself, because once you realize that, okay, that person's going to move on and be good with their life, now it's time for me to move on, let it all go, and to be happy for me, to really look after me for once in my life. Yeah, that's really what it is. Because, there might be someone who hurt you who actually does care, right? And even if they wanted to reach out and say, give me your hand, I'll help you, they can't do that because they're the person that hurt you in the first place, right? It's kind of like, I feel like we've all been through this situation once or twice in our life, where you probably had your mom or your dad, they maybe spanked you as a kid, and then they see you cry, right? And they see you and they're like, oh my God, baby, come to mommy or come to daddy or whatever, right? Because they're guilty. So That's two things, you know. Not only is it, and now I'm kind of flipping because I'm not talking about people who've been hurt anymore. I'm talking about the people who have fucked up and the people who have hurt people. You know, I'm talking to them now because listen, you can reach out, but you can't. You might actually care, you might actually want to know that they're okay, but you cannot reach out to them because you are the one that hurt them, and you have to understand that. Because not only that, but ask yourself, do you really want them to be okay because you genuinely care about them and you love them, whatever? Sure. Or you want to know that they're okay because you want to feel less guilty about hurting them. Because for a lot of people, it's that second option, but they just don't realize it. So the sooner you realize that, the sooner you can try to move on to and forgive yourself. But boom, that ain't the video. That's not what this video is about. The video is about people who have been hurt and who really don't know how to dig themselves out of a hole without help. Listen, listen to me. People are gonna move on. People are gonna keep going. People are gonna do their thing. So please, do yourself a favor and lift yourself up and finally begin to move on from said situation, because that's the only way you can keep on keeping on and keep on living, man. Hey, man. I'm out here another day, another dollar, and I just want to touch on that video a little bit. Like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be a relationship, right? For someone to have hurt you, or hurt you in some type of way, whatever. It could even be like your parents, from neglect to abuse to even something as simple and not as intense like divorce. And those things, they leave you with something. They leave you with that funk, like I said. And they kind of say, hey, even though I'm the cause of this, of said problem, whatever it is, blah, 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 you're going to deal with it. You're going to be responsible for it. And that's what I mean. That is fucked up. And, I feel like a lot of people probably ask, how do I deal with that then? Because people don't know how to cope with said, situations and negative things that impact them and stuff like that, and trauma, whatever. People don't know how to deal with that. First, number one, just remember this. What helps me is I always remember, my situation isn't unique. There are people out there, for number one, with way worse situations and trauma than I have, right? Every individual on earth, every person, every individual on earth that has been negatively impacted or affected by another person is responsible for that hurt, that suffering, that pain that they feel. They're responsible for that. Not just you. Even though it's fucked up, it's everyone's reality. So my point is, it's not a unique experience that you're going through. Every person on earth is responsible for up here for their own mental state. And as sad as it is and messed up as it is, it's our reality. It's not just yours. So don't fall into that, the world is against me, I'm alone, and I just don't know what to do. Because look, first of all, you can seek out help. I'm not saying, I don't want to be that guy that sounds like, you have to deal with it. It's on you. I mean, although it is your responsibility to deal with that, that's as fucked up as it is, that's just the truth. I'm not saying you can't seek out help, because there's therapists out there and there's people you can talk to who probably has had the same situation as you, like your friends or, even people you don't know. But my point is, just keep that in mind. I don't want people thinking I'm all alone. This is really, it really is on me. The weight is on my shoulders. I have the whole world on my shoulders because I have to deal with my own problems. Yeah, that is true. But also, so does everyone else on earth, right? So remember that, like I said, something that helps me is always put myself in someone else's shoes. I might not have had the best childhood, but my mom always had food on the table for me. I always had a meal. We never ran out of food, bro. We always had a roof over our head. We always had food on the table. We always had gifts for our birthdays and, you know, Christmas. Might not have had a lot of gifts, might have had cheap gifts, but we had something. So I know my situation ain't as bad as other people's. And also, I'm not alone. I had siblings, and I know they had it worse than me because I seen it, right? So keep that in mind, you know? There's always someone out there that wish they had your life. And although you might feel alone, you are not alone. You are not alone. There's someone out there that shares your experience, first of all, and that can help you. But for right now, maybe it's best for you if you go it alone and if you rise above your situation. But anyways, back to the original video, man. I just want to put that point in there because I was looking at this video and I was like, man, there's so much more I want to say. That whole topic that I talk about, you know, how someone can hurt you and then you do the right thing, you choose to leave their life, and you're still left with that hurt and that pain and that suffering, and now it's on you to fix yourself even though they caused it. It's fucked up. But that whole aspect, it correlates to basically so many situations and so many different aspects of life. And that's why I didn't want it to only be about like relationships or anything like that, because although that is a pretty fucked up thing too, it also correlates to so much more. And also I wanted people to know that you aren't alone in that situation, in that aspect. But anyways, back to the original video, man. You know, I'm back in the Chico area. I'm not in my normal spot because motherfucker, it's 106 right now, and over there's no shade. So you might not recognize this area, but just know it's the same area. But anyways, man, I'm gonna get back to this run. Wish me luck. I can't wait to go and get some water. I'm fucking hot as shit. But keep your head up, baby. Life's gonna keep going. This is to everyone, you know. This is just in general. Keep your fucking head up. Life is gonna keep going, whether you do or not. So, hey, might as well get up and continue on. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Peace.